Today on Misty and Ike.
It's one of our friends' birthdays.
Ooh, who is it?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, I see what you did there. From Friends.
Yeah.
She's my favorite.
Mine too.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
I'm Ross.
I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts.
And ruin it with opinions.
From pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and swatch clocks. Monica.
Monica and Ross, brother and sister.
Oh, we are brother and sister.
Yeah.
I am Ross.
Yeah, you are.
Diana Ross. Nope.
You're not even close to Diana
That
Ross.
doesn't make sense. It's a bad joke.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, Monica, let's talk about your best friend.
About my best friend, Jennifer Aniston.
Your best friends.
It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday, Miss Aniston.
She was born in 1969.
Really?
Don't make any bad jokes.
Nope.
Okay.
Except I want to celebrate her birthday. Right, Nick?
It was 52 years ago.
Oh, man. She doesn't look a day over 49.
I'm going to punch both of you. I also thought this was interesting because this is also the day in history that it was announced that all of the cast members of Friends signed their deal for the final season of $24 million. $1 million per episode for the final season for every one of them so that they all got equal pay.
Can you imagine
Making $24 million?
that, but doing that on your birthday?
Right?
What
Right?
year did they sign for the final season?
Oh, 1999.
Which she would have still been, she would have been 20 something, maybe 30 if it was 99. It was before that though. She would have been 20 something. She turned 30 in 99.
I think Nick has some leftover drugs from yesterday.
Drugs. What?
2003 was the 10th and
Okay.
final season of Friends.
Oh, wow.
So she's 52 minus 17.
34.
There you go.
34 years old.
30 on your 34th
Damn.
birthday. I mean, you're already successful. You've been in movies and
Hugely
television.
successful.
And also all
Yeah.
your friends get to sign the same contract.
Right. Exactly.
What? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Me and all my friends got $24 million today on my birthday.
Because they are
Right.
actually all friendly with each other. You
They're
know,
very,
they
yeah,
hang
they're
out.
super good friends.
Yeah, they have. Can you imagine off camera, the six of them just hanging out? Like, what kind of people do they just hang out as?
The characters.
Themselves?
For sure.
You think-
She's Rachel Green.
No,
Definitely.
you guys.
I wonder. I would love to be a fly on the wall of them having dinner like after work
Right?
that night. Because, they probably went out and celebrated.
I'm
Or
sure they did.
went in and celebrated.
Rightfully so.
If you're that famous, where do you go on your $24 million birthday?
You closed down a restaurant.
Yeah, you rent out. You rent out Mastro's.
down because you have all the money.
Yeah. Yeah.
You rent out Mastro's and
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah.
What day of the week was
For us, you guys, it's going to be John and Vinny's.
John and Vinny's?
We're going to shut down John and Vinny's.
I
And we're going
think-
to eat
Is
meatballs.
that a hot dog stand or
we're
something?
going to have to ask Fox and Hound to
kidding?
just kick out the other people off the patio.
Yeah, like the 6 other people that are there.
Hey, we just made $34.
Can you guys shut it down?
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Can we have booze until this runs out? And they're like, here's your one beer.
Here's your one drink.
Hey, can we go ahead and pay for it so it feels like it's free later?
Have you guys ever bought the whole bar around?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. I thought I'd be the only one to say. I did it on my 30th birthday.
Can I tell you where I did it? Because mine's a cool story.
Yes.
I did it in Japan.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Is it one of those little bars that only like 5 people can fit in?
Well, it's a little bar, but there were like 35 people in there. But one of my friends who had been there before was like, we're going to go to Geronimo's. And I was like, okay, and I wanted to seem cool. Like I knew what that meant, but I had no idea what that meant. And he was like, the one thing that you have to do when we walk in is you have to bang the gong. And I was like,
What's
Gotta
his
get it on.
last name?
okay. I was like,
First name's gone.
I get it.
Mark Bolan.
I was like, okay. And I didn't know, but I was trying to play cool. So I walked in and I banged the gong. When you bang the gong, everyone expects you to buy them a drink.
Oh, how much did that cost?
I don't know. It was Japanese dollars. And I just handed over my credit card because I didn't know. I didn't want to seem like an idiot. But it was this super hot Australian bartender. So then I got to sit and talk with him. So I didn't care. It was fine.
Huh.
So that was
That's cool.
my trip to
That's cool.
Geronimo's in Tokyo.
I got a Christmas bonus one year and spent all of it on buying the bar.
Oh, Nick, that's so nice.
But wasn't it an accident?
It was a drunken mistake. Oh. I found out the next day.
Didn't you order
Okay.
a shot of
Fair.
whiskey at an open bar, but then the open bar was
Ooh,
closed?
that was a whole nother story. I went up and I had some friends suggest to me that we try having some scotch. And he suggested some really nice
in
scotch.
my belly.
And I went up to what I thought was the open bar.
Oh, no.
And I ordered 4 drinks, like 4 scotch drinks. It was something ridiculous. It was like McClellan.
Yeah,
20
McAllen 20
something.
year. Yeah.
And it.
McAllen.
He was
McClellan.
like he pours them, and I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And he's like, "Yeah, you have a tab?" I'm like, no, no, this is open, right?" And he's like, "No, that's the other bar over there." I was like, "Oh," and he'd gotten up on the top shelf, up on the ladder,
Yeah.
got the drinks and all this, and yeah, it cost me like $150.
That's not that bad.
No, luckily I had it at that point in my life. But, it could have been a lot worse.
Let's talk about JA facts.
Let's talk about JA facts.
Did you know that she was born right here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, weren't her mom and dad both actors?
They were.
Yeah.
Her
dad was a soap opera actor. I know that.
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. My grandma used to watch it. She had a thing for him.
Her mom was on one episode of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. In the
Aw.
cement swimming pond.
Oh, mama. But her and her mom weren't close, were they? I think her and her mom had a very strained relationship.
I'm not
She was
sure.
closer to her dad.
Aniston got a part on one of the soap operas that her dad was working on, and she got to be an ice skater. Thanks, Dad.
That's kind of fun.
Oh my God. When she was 11 years old, she painted a picture that ended up in the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
What the fuck?
I didn't know that.
What?
That's nuts.
What?
Okay. That's weird.
But why?
I don't.
Because I guess she was a young performer, a young performing arts person.
So the picture was just that good?
Or somebody connected to her had enough money to get it where it needed to go.
I mean, that's not
Okay,
how
her
they-
dad as a soap opera actor did not make enough money to
No,
get
that's not-
something in the Met.
Yeah, that's
No
that's-
way. That's
That's a legitimate museum.
It's one
Yeah,
of the
I'm not
world's
taking
best
anything away
museums.
from her. What I'm saying is, like, the same 11-year-old in, like, I don't know, Milwaukee probably didn't have the access to, like, submit it the same way that people in Hollywood do. Moving right along.
Okay.
I want to know more about that story sometime.
Me too.
Well,
I'm gonna look that
you
up
guys
later.
have Dr. Google Pants right in your pockets. You can Google it anytime you like.
It's true.
Or not. You don't. I'm
It's true.
I'm not saying you have to.
No, we definitely can. Google pants it.
This is a fascinate.com article, and some of these are stupid. So if you hear a little pause, it's because I'm reading
Okay.
them and then going, meh. Oh, when Aniston got her first paycheck as a professional actress, she went out and bought a vintage Mercedes.
I love that because that's the first thing that I would do too is buy a vintage car. For me, I think I want a Carmagia.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're so
Yeah.
cool.
I'm going to get a new Ferrari.
Yeah, you are.
Yep. But
Here's
the
something
SUV.
that I think is super funny. She has played waitresses in so many of the things she's done. So on
Office
Friends,
Space.
she was a waitress at the coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
In Office Space, she was a waitress. In Along Came Polly, she was a waitress.
Yeah.
She's been a waitress, and in real life, it was one of her first jobs. And she has said she was really terrible at it.
Yeah.
She dropped burgers on people all the time and was just not good at it. But however, in so many of her movies and her roles, that's been something that she's done.
Did you know that she got leading roles on 2 TV shows at one time?
No, what shows?
Muddling Through,
Never heard of it.
and a little show called Friends Like Us,
That
which was
that
the original
pilot, right?
That was the original title for Friends.
Oh.
And Muddling Through didn't make it, so she was free to film Friends.
And how did Friends Like Us go?
Friends Like Us turned out pretty good.
Does she have a star on the Walk of Fame?
Ooh, good question.
Since we talked about that?
That's a throwback to a
I
couple
believe,
years
I
ago.
believe she does.
Well, we
Okay.
looked that up. A way throwback. I don't remember what episode it was, but Aniston has been named People's Most Beautiful Woman.
Mm.
Whammon.
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 A couple times.
Twice.
Yeah, that's right. We did an episode about that, and I remember that.
I think that was in the
twice.
70s or 80s. I mean, it was in the 2000s that we recorded.
Oh, you mean
that
the episode? I was like,
number.
she wasn't around as an actor in the 70s.
Oh, here's something fun. Yeah. I quit.
I went somewhere totally different on that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Her friend's co-star Courtney Cox earned a brown belt in karate, which inspired Aniston to start taking karate.
Karate.
I thought I was going to say
could see that.
like a different thing, and I said the same.
I really thought you were going to say jujitsu or something like that.
I also have a theory that if you pronounce karate, you are a bad person.
Really?
I do. I don't like it when people go karate, but we're spending too much time.
I like
on
how
karate.
James Brown says it.
How does he say it?
He's got this line that says it's if you don't know karate or no if
Googling that now. Way off topic. Here we go.
He says I don't know karate but I know crazy.
James.
You know what? I've
Brown.
heard that before. Yeah.
I love that line.
Yeah. Do you know she's actually directed a little bit as well?
I do know that.
And what?
She directed a short film called Room 10. She said that she got her inspiration from fellow actress Gwyneth Paltrow to begin directing because Paltrow also directed a short film that same year.
She's also.
They also both dated Gwyneth Paltrow was engaged to Brad Pitt and then Jennifer Aniston married him.
Hello.
Taking the lead from Jeep Pal.
She occasionally sits in the director's chair on commercials too, and that word spreads pretty quickly around the commercial community.
Does that mean you want to be on that commercial?
It means I've come pretty close once or twice to being her first.
So like that, like when you hear she's doing when you, like people want to be on it.
By the time it matriculates, they've
Yeah.
already assigned who's working.
Right.
But then you're like, man, I could have.
Could have been on the Jen Ann
Yeah.
commercial.
That's right.
Interesting. I like that. I like hearing about that because I really find her to be such a likable human that it makes me happy to know that her reputation behind the scenes is the same. I like that.
I've never heard anything bad about her.
Oh, I haven't
Either.
either. I would love to work with her. I think she's amazing. Did you know that her wedding to Brad Pitt in Malibu had 4 live bands, fireworks, and 200 guests?
Damn, that sounds
What
fun.
bands?
Damn, that sounds
I want to know
fun.
what bands played.
Overall, the power couple's
Counting
wedding
Crows.
cost $1 million.
Dated him for a minute. They couldn't play.
Wait, really? She dated
Her and Courtney
Adam?
Cox both dated Adam Duritz for a hot second.
Whoa, I didn't
If you
know that.
if you look up the picture of the wedding, it's in a dirt lot in Malibu, and it just basically looks like base
I think
camp
it was
of a
her
movie.
house. It's at her house. That was their backyard.
Well, her backyard is a dirt lot.
No, from my understanding, if I remember right, it was at her house.
Okay, well, she's got a lot next door where you can put a big old tent.
Which I'm sure, like, it's a compound. I'm sure there's plenty of.
Oh, she legally changed her name to Jennifer Pitt when they got married.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Interesting.
she used her maiden name
She
professionally.
just kept her. Professionally. She just kept Aniston.
Interesting.
Her mother was not invited to the wedding.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't think her and her mom had I thought they had like a rocky relationship.
The Pitts' first home after they were married was a 14,000 square foot mansion in Beverly Hills. It cost them over $1.7 million to purchase.
It was only 1.7.
In 2000?
Oh, okay.
No, you
This
said.
is 21
Oh,
years
but
ago.
now it's worth 14.
No, it's
No, it's
14,000
14,000.
square feet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
So they got married in Malibu.
That's probably
Right,
a six,
which
seven,
was her
probably-
old house.
That's probably a $7 or $8 million house now.
At least.
I mean,
we
that-
can probably look
a
up the
couple million,
address.
21 years ago, a couple million. Like that's got to be much different now. 14,000 square feet in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, they probably. I mean, it looks pretty mid-century right here. They probably bulldozed it since then. Doesn't look new.
No, I think it resold a couple years ago.
It would be interesting if it was that house we were talking about the other day,
Right.
but that it's not. So
Right.
who cares?
There's one thing that I want to say that I think is so great about her. Because, I mean, there are many great things, but a lot of celebrities here try and lie when they have plastic surgery. They're just like, oh, no, everything's natural. She totally, like, straight up was like, oh, yeah, I had a nose job. Like, yeah, sure, deviated septum, whatever, but I also did not like my nose before, and I like what I have much better now. Like, she's very, very open about it.
Yeah, she seems pretty open in general. I mean,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of the obsession with her. She's always seemed like
Very
the girl next door.
likable. Yeah,
you know?
very, very likable.
People liked her so much that her hair
The Rachel.
got its own name. Yeah, the Rachel. It
Absolutely.
became massively popular in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, everyone wanted it. I mean, I went a couple times to my hairdresser to get the Rachel. I could never do that because my hair is very different. She donates a lot of money to a lot of different things. She has come out and said that as a celebrity, she believes she has a responsibility to create awareness about various issues going on in other parts of the world. So on Earth Day, she drummed up support for a whole bunch of other actors and actresses to raise awareness about the killing of dolphins. She has supported a bunch of research hospitals trying to help raise money for childhood diseases. She supports all kinds of different animal organizations.
Anti-fur.
Yeah, she also gave $500,000 to Doctors Without Borders to help after the Haiti. Bing, 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 bing. Sorry, I just totally woo.
Spaced.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty much she took that $24 million and, just did good.
Got a nice
Did
house, got a
damn
nice
good.
car, and then saved the world.
Right. Pretty much.
Let's end it on a dog note.
Oh, her pup.
She's got 2 dogs, Norman, a Corgi Terrier mix, and Dolly, a German Shepherd.
Those both passed
Norman and
away in the last few years, and she just got a new pup.
They're dead.
They're dead.
Dogs are dead.
She actually got a tattoo for Norman when he passed away.
Let's all go get Norman tattoos.
But she got
I'm down.
a new puppy right before the holidays, like Sir Bennington or something like that, Lord Bennington or some funny name like that. It's a real cute dog. I follow her on the gram because, someday we're going to be like besties.
Oh, that's what we should end on. She didn't have a gram for a really long
Oh
time.
my God. That was
She
a big
blew
ass.
up.
She blew up the world.
What, she got like 20 million on her first day?
Yeah,
or
she
something?
got more Instagram followers than anyone else.
Yeah.
Like
She-
her
she
first
was-
day out.
She was basically one of the biggest celebrities that didn't have Instagram.
Yeah.
And then one day she just had it.
Yeah, because everybody and you want to feel like you know her because
Yeah.
you already feel like you know her.
I'm going to follow her right now.
I follow her already.
Okay,
her grams are great.
Then I won't.
She does some pretty good grams.
She
You should follow her.
She follows Misty and Ike, and you should too. Leave us a comment and tell us your favorite friend or your favorite Aniston-ism. That's episode 144.
It is. It is.
Or 149.
144.
144 it is, she says. Coming up next Friday is going to be 150.
So exciting.
The last time I worked on the 150th episode of anything was Nicholas Family
Taco.
Guy. That's right.
Okay.
That's a story for another time.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.